Well, great to see a lot of media from Eastern North Carolina here representing Pirate Nation. So appreciate you guys making the trip. It's been a great week. Just really appreciate the city of Birmingham and the Birmingham Bowl and everyone, the organizers and the committee involved with the bowl. It's been a great experience for our players. It's really been a first class everything. So it's really been a positive. The kids have practiced well. Everybody's really excited. You can tell the kind of the focus a little bit more today, and the excitement starting to build today for kickoff being just a little bit more than 24 hours away. So it's a great time of the year, and we're honored to be representing East Carolina University and Eastern North Carolina in this bowl game, and excited about the matchup against Coastal Carolina. So, questions?
Kind of mentioned it there, but how do you feel like the guys have handled maybe some of the fun leading up to the game, especially now that you're closing in that extra prep time?
Well, they're tired of practicing against each other. I can promise you that. So, I think they've done a great job. I thought our preparations in Greenville were really good. I think since we've been down here, we've kind of gotten better each day as far as getting closer to being ready to play. I think they've done a good job of balancing when it's football time and when it's time to enjoy the experiences of the bowl game. But like I said, I could tell more of a focus this morning during meetings. Walkthrough was very sharp. I would anticipate everything being sharp tonight and tomorrow. This is a group that's they're experienced and they're excited to be here. Well, I think this is a team that's won a lot of ball games the last couple of years. You've got a quarterback that's a three-time reigning Sun Belt Player of the Year. Obviously, a dynamic player right there. He's surrounded by playmakers in the running back room and at the receiver position. It's a group that's won a lot at a high level, so obviously they've got a lot of confidence. They believe in themselves. Defensively, they have been, the last several years, just a very stout, aggressive defense. So I just think it's a complete ball club that's, for the most part, dominated the Sun Belt the last 3 years. So, we've got a tall task.
So were you surprised this is the first game between East Carolina and Coastal? And with that said, would you like to see maybe these two teams are programming and play a little bit more often?
Well, I think just Coastal, is a newer program. I've faced them before. When I was at the Citadel, we faced them in the FCS playoffs. But they're newer to FBS, so I think that's the reason you haven't seen a matchup between the two schools before. I think regionally it makes sense moving forward. It's two great conferences, the American and the Sun Belt. So I wouldn't be shocked if you don't see a series somewhere down the road.
On the interview with last year, Myles, and last college football game, for you versus what goes through your mind and things like that, and try not to think about that.
Yeah, I'm just kind of locked into the game plan. That's something I think about after, but it is hard not to think about. It's your last go round. Leaving the walkthrough today, it's our last walkthrough really as a team, even though we got one tomorrow and stuff. But life's going to be different. Whatever comes my way, I'm just going to attack it at full speed, but just focus on this game, and the senior class wants to go out with a win, and that's what we're focused on right now.
Yeah, I agree with Holton. For me, this bowl experience, I've just been trying to make the most out of it, enjoying my teammates, enjoying the coaches. I've had a lot of fun on this trip, so these experiences are experience I'm going to cherish for a lifetime. But now, it's day before the game, so I'm ready to lock in for the game and get ready. It's my last game, so definitely got to go out with a bang.
How good does it feel to get there to play a bowl game?
It feels great. Last year it was taken away from us. We got to go to a bowl game, but didn't get to play. So now being able to play and showcase what we've been practicing and what we've been ready to do, ready for it. Excited.
Myles, the best of you guys have had basically a month off of nothing but going against each other in practice. How do you kind of flip on that killer mindset switch in your brain and with your teammates to go back to basically get ready for war for one final game?
Right. Yeah. We haven't had a game for, like you said, about a month, but we've had a lot of great practices. We've been going at it, very physical practices. So just kind of you get used to doing that, turning on that switch. And once you go up against an enemy or another team, it's different because you're going against practice. You don't really want to attack each other too much, because you're on the same team. But now that we get a chance to go up against another opponent, just got to flip on that switch and get ready to play how we play.
Holton Ahlers, both you guys talk a little bit about this, but I'm going to expound on it a little bit. Just the journey you guys have been on. You're kind of the last group that inherited where you started, where this football team was really kind of down and out, where it is now, and kind of take us through that. Not getting able to play a bowl game last year. This kind of your final swing at the bat, so to speak.
Yeah.
Sense of urgency and what it means for this team and you guys as leaders to finish it on an upset.
Yeah, for sure. I think, this team knows it's a blessing to be playing at this time of the year. A lot of people ask, what was it like being in a hotel for Christmas? I told it was a blessing to being with those guys. And, Myles touched on it, just being around the guys, enjoying the guys. Because when we first got here, postseason play wasn't even an option. We had to totally flip the program. And when Coach Houston came in, this class bought into it and then, got the classes after us to buy into. And, to be right here, to have a chance to play for a ring and to win a bowl game would be huge for this program, huge for this class, and obviously, huge for this team. So I'm just proud to be here, but the job's not done. We got a game tomorrow to go out there and play. And if we really want to have a special season, we got to win it. Yeah, they play hard. They play really hard. You can tell they got a chip on their shoulder. I think our teams are very comparable to each other with the way that they play. It's just a hard-nosed team that wants to win games, has won a lot of games. So we got a ton of respect for those guys. They're a really good football team. It's going to take every single one of us tomorrow to win that game, and hopefully we can pull through.
Sense of pride. Definitely prideful at how we started from the bottom. ECU was at the bottom of the program in its history of where it's been. So now to see the change to Coach Houston, like you said, when he came in, we had to buy into the program, buy into that system, and to see where it's come from and to be playing in a bowl game, it's a blessing. So I'm definitely prideful, and I take a lot of pride in seeing where we've come from, and I just want to end on a good note.
And you guys are much better defensive team than you've shown lately. What have you seen in this last month to get back to that Blake Harrell defense?
Really, just focusing on our technique and be fundamentally sound. I think that's the main thing. Sometimes you can lose sight of that as the season goes on, but locking in this last month, we've just been working on our fundamentals, getting our chemistry back together, great communication, and with that, it'll translate to the ball game.
What do you see from Mason McCall and kind of where he stands in terms of the quarterbacks that you face this year?
Definitely, I'll put him in the top 5 QBs that we faced. He's a great thrower. He's very consistent in what he does. He manages games. He knows how to win games. So we're just going to have to force him to make tough decisions, get him behind the sticks, and then play and get off the field on third down.
What were your thoughts and emotions when you heard that he was going to play the game as opposed to sitting there?
I was excited. I want Coastal Carolina. I want them to be at their full running, full strength. I want all their best players on the field so we can really showcase a great game and we can play at our best. And I was excited. I didn't want them to be with their backups. I want him to play, and I'm ready for the matchup.
So, you've won playoff games before. Is that kind of the angle you say you explain to guys and how good that feeling? How do you get them into this thing?
Well, I think my experience is I don't know how much that carries over to the kids. I can talk to them just about the preparation, but this is very similar to the championship runs that we had at other schools. But the biggest thing I've talked to them about is just this is the first time that East Carolina has played a bowl since 2014. Like the guy said before, we qualified last year. We were at this point last year when the Military Bowl got canceled. We were on this day. And so that's the big thing is, having a chance to play a bowl game. They have not won a bowl game since 2013. So having a chance to, win a bowl game for East Carolina. And, one thing I shared with these two and a couple of others, before we came over here is, East Carolina University has 9 bowl wins in the history of the program. So, that's That's great, but that's not a ton. It's not like we've won 30 bowls. So to get a 10th bowl win, that's significant. And so that's been, really the thing we focused on with the players is just the significance of being in this situation and having the opportunity to do something special. And I think, especially for this class, and these two are great representatives of this group. This class to go out with an 8th win, which continues to show the upward trajectory of the program. I mean, I think this class deserves that. And so, that's all the motivating things behind, what we're talking about internally.
Well, we've done a lot with this program, seen it grow a lot. To win a bowl game tomorrow, to win a ring and be able to have that forever, how good would that feel?
Feel pretty dang good. It's something that, we came in with a goal in mind is to get us back to a bowl game, but also to win the bowl game. So we're here and might as well win it now. So, just proud of where we've come from, kind of like Myles said, and, this whole team, this whole program. And, when we came in at 18 years old, I think Myles came in at 17. It won't nothing close to this. So just to be here now is a blessing. But like I said, the job's not finished and we got one more to go.
When you've seen Mason grow under you over the last couple of years, obviously Coach mentioned the other day that he wants to start the next year. What have you seen in him over the growth of his time at Eastern?
Yeah, he's grown a ton. He's one of my best friends on the team. I'm super. I wouldn't want anyone else, to take that role than him. He'll be ready for it, and he's going to be ready. This team and this program's ready, to take the next step, and he's going to be the guy to lead them there.
With that being said, do you foresee any activity for him tomorrow to try and get him some rest?
I would say so. He's had a good prep, for the last month. He's prepared to play. We're fortunate to have an extremely experienced starter that has won a lot of games and done a lot of great things. And so that's a blessing. But we have a guy that's sitting right there, behind him that's prepared to play and has really shown, over the last month that, he's ready for his time. So, it would not shock me to see both of them tomorrow.
What were your thoughts on having a new center in this game? Just kind of going in and saying.
Yeah, Ham's going to be just fine. He's definitely the biggest center I've ever had. He was a tackle at the beginning of the year. Now he's starting in the center in the ball game, but he's going to be ready. We've grown really close this last month, and time off I spent with him. I made sure to wherever he was going, I was going. So just made sure to spend time with him just to get that relationship down. Center quarterback, you got to think the same, especially with ID and stuff. And I like to ID a lot of the stuff, anyways. But Avery was a great center for us. He had a really good time here, but he wanted to move on, and Hamp was waiting for his time, and he's got his time, and he'll do well.
We talked a couple weeks ago, cover just being banged up in the season. I know some things that take longer than others, obviously. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, feeling good. I'm ready to roll, and anytime you get a month off of PT and stuff like that, you're gonna feel a lot better. So I'm feeling as good as I'm gonna feel. So I'm ready to roll.
Coach was interim coach, and obviously the players playing in the final game. You're gonna have to expect the unexpected to some degree in the bowl game list to prepare for what's been.
Well, I think you do in just about any bowl game. And we've thrown every trick play you could possibly conceive at our defense, and we've done all kinds of crazy stuff on special teams just to impress upon our players that to be prepared for anything, because I think that's you got a month off. Coaches, they sit around, they draw a lot of stuff up, so. Especially I think with, guys that, now they have a chance to maybe, put their own stamp on things on the other sideline. I think you could see some things you haven't seen before. So that's what we've been trying to prepare for, and our kids will be ready to play. Thanks a lot.
There you go.
Go Pirates.
Go Pirates.
It's a good thing I'm the shortest in the picture. Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for
yeah,
landing over.
Yeah, it's the first time seeing it.
and